Hello and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be going over my trip to Final Fantasy Fan Festival. Now, normally I post educational and informative videos on this channel. However, this one's going to be a little bit different. Instead of doing an educational video, I instead wanted to put together my trip to the Final Fantasy Fan Festival. I live in Las Vegas. It takes place in Las Vegas, so it made sense that I went. This is not going to be a hype video or a trailer or anything like that. It's just a couple of the pictures and videos that I took. So if that doesn't sound like it's good for you, then I would recommend clicking off this video and maybe checking something else out on the channel. But if you'd like to see what my experience was like at the Fan Fest, then let's go ahead and get started. So I guess any good place to start is the beginning. This is the entrance. This is the day before. My buddy and I had just registered a little bit ago. We wanted to take a look at the entrance, and this is where everybody is let into the venue. Off to the left, over by those vending machines, that's where the line started for the merch booth, and then off to the right was the food court. A little bit of a funny story here. This is the bracelet that they give you. It's in the little backpack that you get that has all the goodies and stuff in it. And this bracelet kind of functions like one of those old school Chinese finger traps where you put both your pointer fingers in and you can't get them out again. I didn't know that when I put the bracelet on. The bracelet's made out of like cloth, and on the bottom of it, or on the other side of it, it's held together with this little piece of metal. And on the inside of the pieces of metal, there are these little teeth. And they make it so you can't undo the bracelet once you put it on. I didn't know that. I just put the bracelet on and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a picture of my bracelet. And sure enough, I couldn't get it off. I was trying to and I couldn't do it. And I asked my buddy, I was like, how do you get this thing off, dude? And he's like, oh, you don't. You cut it off when you're done. I was like, oh, cool. So that stayed on my wrist from Thursday all the way through Sunday. So in this picture, the entrance gates are about to open, and this is the flood of nerds that are in the front waiting to get in. I was part of that and decided to go upstairs a little bit and snap a picture of the crowd. This is, just to be clear, this is a very, very small portion of the crowd. Like, there's a few, probably a couple of hundred people in here, but I think there were over 10,000 at the event. So I just saw the Sea of Humanity snap a picture, and yeah, we were let in a few moments after this. Once we got inside the convention, there were several little areas that they had set up. This was a relax and chill out area modeled after Radz. Thought this was really cool. And also the ceiling above was really nice as well. And I took a pretty good picture of that. I think you can see all of the colors and how much time they really put into this whole thing. Next is the Pandemonium area. There was a little mini game here where it was like a reaction time game. Those dots on the walls that you see there would light up, and you have to press the light once it comes on. I think there's a good picture of Soken playing this game. Still at the Pandemonium area, I just thought this wall art was really cool, so I snapped a quick picture of it. Moving on to the library of old Sharlayan, there was a mini game that you could play here as well, where you could rearrange the books in a certain order, and the bindings of the books would reveal a sentence, and you could add that into your badges. And here is old Sharlayan, the outside as well. The floor was animated here, but I did not participate in this particular part of the event. This is Mare Lamentorum, and fun fact, I actually found this place at the convention before I found it in the video game. I came home from the convention and found this in the video game, and I was like, oh wow, that looks actually really similar, so that's pretty funny. It's a dance floor that's there at the bottom, which people were dancing on. And the last area that they had set up, well, this isn't the last area of the convention, this is the last picture that I have, is the augmented reality mirror, where it would take your picture, and there would be a fun little animation that would play, and then you could download your video. Moving on to the Cosplay Contest, not really a contest, but just some cosplays. I thought this was a really cool, pretty cool one. Here's a 4-stack of folks here. Put a lot of effort into their costumes, so I thought this was a good one to take. And here we have Urianger and a Gleaner. Thought they did a good job in their costumes too. And here is a paladin, and this paladin looked remarkably like the Warrior of Light. I tried to get a good picture of him, but this is the best that I could get. But yeah, that was a really good cosplay. Next are a few pictures of the piano concert. Unfortunately, they did ask us to not use our cell phones during the concert, which I did respect that. So I took a quick picture of the audience before the concert, and I also just took a picture of the piano as well, which is what you see here. So that is all of my pictures from day one. Let's go ahead and dive into some of the videos that I took. So this first video is just a quick video of the entrance again. The sea of nerds. So this next video, we are now in the convention. The convention has started with the Dawn Trail trailer. Everyone was kind of freaking out during this, and I didn't know what to expect because I'd never been to one of these before. So I turned on my video camera toward the end of the trailer. I wish I had captured everyone's reactions in the beginning, but this is everyone's reaction at the end of the trailer and also Yoshi P's introduction to the event. So enjoy.
Festival 2023 in Las Vegas! Thank you for coming today. My name is Naoki Yoshida, producer and director of Final Fantasy.
Next, we have some videos of the cosplayers. So these were I believe this was the first group that came up. This is what got us all started. So I'll just let you guys enjoy that. Let's do some squats together, Final Fantasy VII style. Very cool. Everyone having a good time.
Of course he dropped it. Oh, amazing. I got it. We're good. We Gucci.
Here we have a very cool Emmett Selk cosplay, partnered with, I believe that's Grahatia. Everyone who dressed up as Emmett Selk did that little gesture. It's one of my favorites too, but yeah, so that was cool. So I play on the Cactuar server, so when I saw this person dressed up as the Cactuar, I had to grab a video of them, so that was really cool. They walked very slowly down the stairs, by the way. Very, very slowly. And the last video that I have for you is someone dressed up as Hildebrand. I thought that was a really cool way to do this costume, so very cool. And there's one more that I think you'll like. And it is the grapes. Yes, the grapes. The grapes made an entrance. Not only were the grapes very popular as a cosplay, but Yoshi P also mentioned the grapes during his keynote as well. So the meme is alive and well. Don't let your memes be dreams. And that's going to do it for day 1. We'll go ahead and take a look at day 2 now. So we are now back for day 2, and I'm going to start this one off with a little bit of a story. So what you're looking at is a zoomed in shot of the big blackboard that they had there, and everybody was signing it and writing their names or drawing pictures or whatever. So I went ahead and signed it. You can see my name right there in the middle of the screen in white, and it says, "I'm a tank, so be dragon." So what does that mean? Before I started playing Final Fantasy XIV, I went over to my buddy's house and he showed me the game, and he was kind of trying to sell me on playing. And he played Gunbreaker. Well, he wanted to sell me on the game by showing me this one encounter. I can't remember the name of the encounter, but there was a point in the encounter where the tank is supposed to use a limit break in order to save everybody, because this big sword was coming down. It was, you know, big effects and all that good stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, he forgot to do it, and everyone in the raid died, so it was a wipe. And then he goes, "Man, the tank is supposed to use the limit break there. What happened?" And I said, what? What do you mean? Aren't you a tank? And he goes, "Oh, yeah, I'm a tank." And we had a really good laugh about it. And that is what this means. That's where it comes from. And we still kind of quote that to this day. So what we're looking at in this picture is the battle stations for the battle challenge. In FanFest's past, I believe you got a t-shirt for finishing the battle challenge, and no such t-shirt existed at this one, so I was kind of bummed about that. I saw people walking around with the battle challenge t-shirts, and I was looking forward to earning it, but unfortunately they did not have t-shirts for us. But on the first day, anyway, this place was completely packed. It was a long wait to get in. There's, I think, over 100 computers here. We came back on day 2, and as you can see, there was a lot more availability on day 2. And what you do is you get put into a table that has 8 computers, and everyone just kind of picks their role, and you go and do an encounter that no one's seen before, that no one's done before, with your controls all messed up and your shortcut keys all messed up. It's actually really hard. They give you like a 5-minute setup period so you can do some shortcuts and set up your hotbars and do some preferences, but it was really hard because I wasn't able to play the way I wanted to play. But the good news is that we had some really good healers, and they were able to keep us healed and picked us up the few times that we did die, and we were able to finish the encounter. So we did successfully complete the battle challenge, and this is what the battle challenge area looked like. So this is the last picture that I have from day 2. I know I don't have that many more pictures from the second day. We weren't there for the entire day. What we really did come back for was the battle challenge, and we also came back for the concerts. The concerts were amazing. So we did go to the Primals concert. I don't have any footage of that because, again, we were asked to not use our cell phones and to just be present in the moment, and we did respect that. So I don't have any footage of the concert, but I do have a cool video of what it was like before the concert, which I'll show you after this. But this is just a picture of grapes. More grapes. Very cool. So this is the last piece of content that I have from FanFest. At this point forward, my phone was in my pocket. I wasn't taking any more pictures or any more videos. But let me explain what you're about to see. So right now I am in the pit. It is about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours before the Primals were going to go on stage. And we got a really good spot because we got there super early. Unfortunately, we had to stand the entire time, and we were surrounded and packed together with lots of people. And that was rather unpleasant. But we did get to watch some of the videos that came up on the screen, and this is the one that I was able to capture. And they had this, what did they call it? Eorzean Aetherobics? I don't know, some weird thing, but they had the characters doing various stretches and various movements, and every time this came up, everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people in the audience were doing it. So I tried to capture that because I thought it was pretty funny. So enjoy. All right, I know it wasn't really the best capture of all of that, but it was happening and it was pretty cool. Also, one other thing that I didn't capture that I thought was awesome was every time they played the trailer for Dawn Trail, every time Grahatia ate out of the taco, everyone cheered, no matter where you were in the convention. It was awesome. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you found it fun and entertaining, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!